Hey everybody, it's Seth with Jenson USA, and today I am joined by Kerson of PNW Components, and we're going to be checking out some dropper posts. Thanks for joining us today, Aaron. Glad you can be here. First off, I want to know a little bit about the brand. How'd you guys get started? Who's behind it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Emily and I are the two founders. So we both own the company and we got it going. You know, we saw a gap in the market for a company that really focuses on taking care of their customers, but then is also able to provide top quality product at prices lower than they're used to paying. So we got together up in Seattle back in 2015, got things going. And things are really taking off. So it's been awesome to see.
And you're still housed up in Seattle and focused out of there, thus the PNW name?
Exactly, yeah. So we do all of our product testing up there. The team's actually spread about. We have a remote team, which is kind of cool. So that's one way we're able to keep our prices lower. But it also gives the team a lot of flexibility, creativity, a lot of options for where they can work and when, which is cool.
So besides kind of this, affordable pricing by kind of minimalizing the extra costs and stuff, what else sets your components and dropper posts apart?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing, we'll go through some technology here soon, but the factories that we're working with are literally leading in terms of innovation and quality in the industry. The reason we have access to them is Emily and I both worked in the bike industry. So I was developing bikes at Specialized in Marin. She was doing marketing at Marin. So these connections we have, the average brand our size wouldn't have access to.
Very cool. Yeah, and you guys are a pretty small operation, but you're putting out some big stuff. So let's take a look at what you've got here. Obviously, everyone here is interested in dropper posts. So let's talk about those and what you've got. Cool.
So got kind of a variety of droppers here. We wanted to make sure we're hitting price points that you guys were all interested in, and also options for all different types of bikes. So kind of our flagship options here. This is called our RAINIER. So the RAINIER was our first product line we came out with, but it's got a ton of improvements this year. So this is obviously an internally routed dropper, comes in at $199 with a lever kit, which is pretty unique for us. Highlights here though is we were able to increase the stanchion diameter, so it's even more stiffness in the dropper. We added what's called a DU bushing, so really what that helps with is this thing does not have play. It will develop a little bit over time, but very, very small. So that's been a big improvement. The cool thing here is the cartridge. So a cartridge is a combination of preset air. It's hydraulically damped, so you get nice control as it's going back up. But we use a spring. So spring is cool because of the reliability factor is hands down. I mean, there's nothing else out there that provides the consistency of a spring, but it really doesn't add that much weight. So if you're on a fat bike, you're worried about cold temps, this is absolutely the go-to. As well as your everyday ride. So jumping into its brother or sister, however you want to call it, is called our CASCADE. So difference here, same internals, but you get external routing. So if you're looking to upgrade your bike that doesn't have internal routing, for instance, this is absolutely the go-to. We sell the most of any dropper with this product here. With all of these, we do have options in 125 millimeter travel, 150 and 170 now this year. So that's another big improvement too. So it's pretty cool. So you get a lot of options there. Yeah. Dropping down here, so this is called the Pine. So this is part of our 27.2 dropper line. So this is something you could put onto a gravel bike, your steel hardtail, your fat bike, whatever it may be, that's 27.2 with external routing. And then we have the 27.2 internally routed option through the RAINIER line also. So pretty cool, diverse lineup.
Now, obviously, you mentioned cyclocross or gravel bike in here. That obviously brings us into kind of the lever realm. Yep. What do we do to play there?
So there's a lot of options, starting with basically what's going to come with your Pine or the RAINIER as well for 27.2. So this is just a standard, a lot of riders still have front derailleurs and they want something that's compatible for that. We also have same exact thumb style, but it's a different clamp. So we have that what's called the CX lever kit. Cool thing about that is you can actually mount this in the drops of your road bars. So you have easy access when you're in the drops to drop your lever. So pretty cool option.
And it's kind of cool. I actually asked Aaron about this earlier on our podcast that we did. check out our podcast. But you can actually reach the lever if you set it up right from the top of your hoods or from the drops. So kind of a cool setup.
Yeah, a few options, definitely.
Yeah, definitely cool. Well, so we have a couple other levers here. What are we looking at next?
So with our Cascade long travel as well as our Rainiers, you have just our standard shifter style lever. So this is a nice, full alloy constructions, 3D molded, forged, which is nice. So there's a lot of options at our price point that are plastic, but we wanted to spend a little extra money and provide something that's really nice. Comes with a standard clamp. It's got a nice hinge there. You don't have to pull all your controls off to put the lever on. It's also light, which is cool. So it gives you a lot of function there that a lot of levers wouldn't have. Do you want to mention this? This is something we're really, really proud of. This is called the LOAM lever. This lever, we're going to go into more depth here in a separate video, but this is an option for you guys to upgrade your cockpit. Works with pretty much any mechanically actuated dropper, so we're not limiting to just to ours. And it's available with standard clamp, iSpec 2, as well as Matchmaker. And we've got the Shimano EV clamp coming here soon for the new XTR.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm testing this one out right now. It's phenomenal, just to let the cat out of the bag early. But we'll be having a review come for that. We're also going to do another video on that. And then there's something else that's cool that's going on with the LOAM lever. You actually have a new release of the Bachelor dropper, right?
Exactly. So Bachelor, if you guys have been following us at all, that's always been our highest end, kind of our halo product, if you want to, for lack of a better word. So that's really, that thing goes head to head with the highest end posts on the market. We have a whole new version with it. So it has a lot of these improvements that I was talking about with the Rainier, larger stanchion, added DU bushing. We've reduced the weight. We have the availability in 34.9 diameter. Okay, so if you've got the Enduro or some of the 9ers, the old Reckoning, you now have an option. Cool thing with that though is it's going to come spec'd with the LOAM lever, which we're stoked about. I mean, that's a big one.
And that is a big deal. Like, I'm telling you that this lever's so good, and I've been on a bunch of levers. This lever's so good. The Bachelor also in a 170?
Yeah, so 150, 170.
Okay, all right. So for all of us who love those long travel posts, or if you have a bike like mine where it's just the more travel the better, that's a great option.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Stoked to look out over these. We're going to have a couple other videos that we're going to be doing with Aaron. We're going to be looking at how to fit a dropper on your bike. We're going to be looking at some levers as well as some of the other components. Thank you for joining us on this today.
Thank you.
And remember, we've got free shipping on all orders over $50. You can reach out to our gear advisors to get expert guidance on this. Let us know down in the comments what you think about these dropper posts, if they're the posts that you're looking for. If you need, hit us up with questions in that area, and we can either reach out. Maybe Aaron will respond directly, or I might be on there myself. And just let us know what you think of this lineup. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for our channel to get more notifications about new videos going up all the time. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Keep pedaling.